Hello YouTube, this is Bruno. Minecraft Farms in 3 minutes, part 29. Behind me is a smelter that I built. A smelter isn't really a farm, but it still poses some interesting design choices. Basically you can go for speed or for convenience. Of course you can do both, but then you have your hands full to build it. Basically I decided to go for convenience. I have a 24 furnace array, which translates nicely pretty much into hopper speed, which would be 25 furnaces. With convenience I mean that I have the choice. I can throw in shulker boxes for the input, or I can throw in the single items. The same is true for the fuel. I have a barrel behind each furnace to buffer the fuel. From my farms I have a lot of bamboo, sticks, carpets and other stuff that I want to get rid of, and I can fill it in and store it in these barrels and use it for fuel. My bamboo farm, even though it's small, provides me with a lot of bamboo, and we get plenty of sticks from our raid farm. And of course we also have a wither skeleton farm that gives us a lot of coal. And I just grab all the stuff, throw it into the input, and with time the barrels behind the furnaces will be filled. I could add an automatic fuel supply if I wanted to. I would just have to read any one of those barrels, and if it's say half empty, then I could turn on a bamboo farm that I built below here. But again, I have so much stuff. I also built a blaze farm that I built off camera. If I ever run low on fuel, I will consider this. But until then, I think I'm fine. The output is based on shulker boxes too. So this was the stuff we just throw in. This means that the output can come in mixed chests. But if I smelt something, I either need it for projects or I will just throw it into my storage, which also works in shulker boxes. The decision to keep it to hopper speed makes it actually rather simple to build. Here we are in the world download, and the processing for the fuel and the input is very similar. Both first go into a shulker box splitter that separates the normal items from the shulker boxes. In the shulker box unloader here, we don't want lava or water in this dispenser. So shulker boxes go into the shulker box unloader, all the other items go directly here. For the fuel, everything ends up in this chest. The minecart is sent on its way as soon as it contains more than 48 items. So if I have 48 items, each furnace will get 2. For the input, it's very similar. This is the circuit on this side. But of course, we need an additional circuit, because if we want the last item to go into the minecart, we want to send it on its way. If we throw in, for example, just a handful of items, less than 48, we want the minecart to deliver them. We read both this hopper and this chest and send a signal into a pulse extender. And if they both have been empty for about 2.5 seconds, this means there are no items coming through anymore. We will send up the minecart on its way if it contains anything. So chest is empty, hopper is empty, minecart has items, it will be sent on its way. And the item output is also fairly simple. So we have hoppers coming from all the furnaces, they go into a shulker box loader. And here we also have some additional circuitry. We read this hopper feeding items into the shulker box loader, and this too goes into a pulse extender, this time one that runs for about 15 seconds. If we haven't received any new items for 15 seconds, then we will break the shulker box and send it up. Even if the shulker box is not full, at the end of the smelting, if no more items come in, the items will end up in the output here. The full shulker boxes are sent via this item elevator into this output chest. All the shulker boxes from the input and from the fuel will be used to supply the shulker box loader. The excess shulker boxes are sent into these chests for the empty shulker boxes. It's a fairly simple smelter, but I'm quite happy with it. This is Survival Minecraft. I only smelt the items that I will use, so I don't really need a 320 furnace array. Thanks for watching, leave a like if you enjoyed this episode, and see you next time. Bye bye!